Fosse Falcons.
Yeah, looking forward to this one. Bit of a delayed start, but actually just ramping up the tension, hey?
Absolutely, they're live over on Pontes as well with kickoff, so it will be Fosse Falcons in the red and blue to get us underway here.
Yeah, and I think over on pitch 2, they've just rejigged the schedule a little bit because Edwardians are stuck in that traffic that I mentioned in our intro, so we'll try and stay on top of the way things are moving around.
But it's a free kick from kickoff is the call by the referee, which is a tough start to this competition, Angus.
Well, referee saying stall out early, hey?
Good to see the standard of officiating has continued from the weekend gone. And they've nudged it from the kickoff this time, from the free kick. Will be regathered just short of the 15. Backwards calls the referee, so away come Old Northam now. Great offload off the deck. Old Northam cut on the inside, up to the 22. Or Fosse Falcons, sorry, who are in the black, are up to the 22 now. Driving forward is their number 15, who made such great yardage from kickoff. Little miss pass at first receiver. Great pressure by Old Northam. Good defence from them and a great counter-ruck too. Ball is available. Back down the short side. Come Fosse Falcons. And it was on in that wide channel. The pass just goes loose. Lovely step to get round the first defender. And a cut inside. Still going Fosse Falcons in the 22. And then more direct running from then. Good counter-ruck by Old Northam to disrupt, but it's an advantage for Fosse Falcons, who once again take the short line, picked at the base, great pace, and that is the opening try of this under-14 Warwickshire Festival, and it will go the way of the Falcons.
Oh, it's lovely play. So many times they've managed to pop the ball up off the deck, and it just means that the opposition having to work so hard in order to stay alive and active in defence as the ball just gets popped up continually from ruck to ruck. That final couple, more traditional looking rucks, but by then the damage was done. The defence was still having to work backwards to get onside, and Fosse Falcons with the opening score, and a well-deserved one.
Well, we're so used to covering the school game here. This club competition, it's good to see so many unknown quantities, really, amongst the sides.
Yeah, it's great to see. I mean, club rugby in many ways the heart and soul of the games for a huge amount of the population. It's good to be able to be here at rugby school and to be covering it. You know, it's we had some great fun in the under-18s club competition last year, following how Guildford were getting on. It's a great competition. I know that Bury St Edmunds and Tunbridge Juddians have got a big game on today as well. You know, club rugby is where things are thriving.
Well, it was a great start for Fosse Falcons, and Fosse Falcons number 15, their most dangerous player. It's a lovely pick from the kickoff. And they could be under the post again here. A perfect start for the Fosse Falcons.
Oh, we got an early contender for try of the day.
That was a lovely take off the kickoff. Great pace. Just caught this Old Northam side. Perhaps they haven't gotten off the bus just yet, Angus.
Well, indeed, but full credit to the Fosse Falcons 15. Like a young Stuart Hogg there.
Yeah, a wonderful pickup. And Fosse Falcons add the extras once more. They lead by 14 in the opening stage of this first half. So a slight variation on the rules of kicking, as you can kick from hand, both from kickoff and in an attempted conversion.
Look at that pickup. That's absolutely glorious stuff. And the pace to be able to finish it off as well is magnificent.
Well, a lovely start here for this competition. And Fosse Falcons once again will have the kickoff. Just changing over who has kicking duties. The number 1 retains the possession. Well, it's a short kick-off this time, and Old Northam's first chance to run with the ball in hand as they take it to the wide channels. Lovely tackle by who else but Fosse Falcons number 15, a key player for them. Little show and go through the contact, great offload, lovely footwork inside. Old Northam could be away here. Up to the halfway in their first attacking set of the game. Lovely offloading contact once more. And into the wide channels they go. Great tackle out there. Good offload once again. Old Northam with great momentum. But just knocked on there in the contact. Ferocious defending from Fosse Falcons. But Old Northam have looked very dangerous in their first attacking set of the game, Angus.
Yeah, first time they've really had the ball and showing some real threat with the ball in hand. And quite often, you know, that's what you see at this slightly younger age group level. You know, you and I saw plenty of it at the Rosslyn Park National School Sevens, where, you know, a lot of the contact element of the sport has only been sort of gradually phased in over the course of the previous 3-4 seasons for this kind of age group. And so what you tend to find is that the attacking play is incredibly exciting, and the defence perhaps not quite as equal.
Well, it's great pace injected into the attack. Lateral running from Old Northam for straightening up and offloading the ball. Another attempted offload through contact, but behind the defender. Old Northam come away with it though, and they could skip away into the corner here. Could be their first try of the tournament, and it will be. A lovely finish for Old Northam as they are on the score sheet for the first time.
Well, exactly as you were saying, Wilf, isn't it? They look dangerous with the ball in hand, and with their second attack of the game, they're in for a lovely try. Using that width on the field, everyone bunched quite tightly together, and then just knowing we've got the pace here, let's get on the arc and get on the outside.
I think we'll see plenty of running rugby into the broken field today. In the game of sevens, there's so much space all over this very large pitches here at the close.
I'll tell you what, speaking of these pitches, how good are these looking? Full weekend of play in the wet and the mud 7 days ago, 6 days ago, the finals. And still they're in pristine condition. It's astonishing.
Yeah, top work from Rugby School to have them ready for this competition. And great work from Old Northam to get themselves on the score sheet. They'll kick off from halfway. Right on half time here. Final play of the half. That's a difficult kick-off to gather, but it's only backwards, calls the referee. But great work in the tackle to turn it over. And on the stroke of half-time, Old Northam are hunting for an equaliser here. Great offload through the contact once more. Just juggled in possession. Once again popped up off the floor. Quick ball for Old Northam, who looked to skip away in the wide channels. Great last-ditch defending, and then through the hole. Lovely line. Great pace and power. And Old Northam have another.
Well, 2 tries down, and out of nowhere, they're going to be at 2 tries apiece, and I suspect going into half-time at 2 tries apiece. Wonderful comeback from Old Northam.
Well, we like to assess the players early on as we hunt for perhaps the tournament favourites. I thought Fosse Falcons were looking very impressive, but Old Northams have come back.
Yeah, both sides showing that they've got plenty to offer in an attacking sense. That was a firm finish, wasn't it? Slammed down underneath the post. And she rightly looks very happy with that one.
Lovely line through 2 defenders. And that will bring us up to half-time here in the first game at this under-14 Warwickshire Festival here at Rugby School. It's a wonderful first encounter, a great advert for both the women's and the club's game. Fosse Falcons currently lead Old Northam by just the 2 points here. 4 tries in that first half. We'll be back very shortly here for the second half, live with Next Gen here at Rugby School at the Warwickshire Under-14s Club Tournament. Well, we're back here for the second half. It's Fosse Falcons in the black up against Old Northam in the red and blue. And a great start off the kickoff. Oh, streaming away go Old Northam. It was kicked deep and behind each player, but picked up in the backfield. And look at the pace, but here comes the covering tackle from Fosse Falcons. Into the corner they go. Oh, what a tackle at the last.
Oh, no. Oh, it was so good. It was so good in every direction. Brilliant break. Absolutely brilliant break. But I'll tell you what, the cover tackle from the 15, 2 tries to her name. We've seen her pace. And oh, my word, what a cover tackle. Shades of Ugo Monye against Scotland about 10 years ago.
A wonderful reference and a wonderful tackle by Fosse Falcons 15, really emerging as one to watch here at the under-14 competition. But it'll be a line out for the Fosse Falcons, who now look to exit from deep inside their own half. Great pressure, though, from Old Northam, and good counter-ruck by them as they look to turn it over at the breakdown. They have turned it over, and they have scored. And that's great defensive work from Old Northam, who take the lead for the first time.
Oh, do you know what? After that electric break, I feel they almost deserved the try. I feel for the Fosse Falcons 15 who made the big cover tackle, but Old Northam, after that break, oh, they deserved a try.
Well, a wonderful start for Old Northam. Great break off the kickoff, and they've added the extras as well. But clean line out for Fosse Falcons, and then that was a lovely take right on the 5 metre. Talk about pressure. Couldn't get the offload away, and then Old Northam just storm over the breakdown. Too many bodies there for Fosse Falcons to repel. Old Northam take the lead for the first time here at the under-14 Warwickshire Club competition. And it will be the try scorers, Old Northam, to kick off. Up they come, the side in the lead. Old Northam get us underway. Lovely pick-up off the kick-off once more. And great hands being shown already in this competition. And it's definitely on in the wide channels. Offload off the floor again. Fosse Falcons right away take it to the 15. Good offload off the floor, this time spilled, but only backwards. And great turn of pace to get away from the defenders. Falcons are herring through the hole here. Oh, great pace. A wonderful finish. And in the blink of an eye, the Falcons have equalised once again.
Oh, Wilf, the footwork, the hip movement, the pace. Stunning rugby. I don't think she knows how good that was. Enjoy it, my girl, enjoy it. That was fantastic.
Great recovery off that loose offload, and once again, this game is even. This could be a chance to take the lead, and kicked out of hand and through the upright. So another 2 points in favour of Fosse Falcons, who lead by 2 once again.
There we go. She's enjoying it now. We've just seen her with a big thumbs up to her parents in the crowd. But look at this. Gathers the loose ball, turns, little shimmy of the hips, and then it's just pure gas. And look at that, just a little inside and out. Only the faintest of movement, but it's enough to throw the defenders away. And look at the pace to get away and score the try. That is fantastic.
Great footwork, and Fosse Falcons will get us underway from the kickoff. It's a big deep kick all the way into the backfield, but Old Northam have profited from here before. It's into their pacey runner once again, who's searching for the wide channels. Little hitch kick to show and go. A loose offload, but really well gathered.
Do you know what, Wilf? I think the kickoffs in this game have been almost the most joyous part, because every time a kick goes in, because it's finding grass, you just think there's an opportunity here. Anything could happen.
Well, there could be a 2-on-1 there. Little show and go. Great work from Old Northam to free up some space. Lovely offload. Old Northam in behind once again here. And they will saunter in. And they will take the lead again. And in the blink of an eye, once again, the lead has changed hands. What a fascinating game of rugby.
Well, they were denied a long ranger a few minutes ago, but they get their long range effort this time. Brilliant, brilliant work. They tied in the defenders on this right-hand side and then moved the ball out towards the left and just scorched away for, as you say, just a saunter home in the end.
This is actually really mature rugby from the first receiver at this possession here where she did a little show and go, got in behind the defence and then freed up the offload. And that's a great moment.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, whether you're playing under 14s, under 18s, under 9s, whatever, the game is all about tying in defenders and then creating mismatches and numbers mismatches elsewhere on the field, and that's exactly what they're doing here. You know, tying in some players, and then you just move the ball towards that space where you know you've perhaps got a bit of a pace advantage owing to the fact that you've tied in all those defenders. It's sensible, grown-up rugby, really.
Well, that was interesting. The Fosse Falcons just had a little team talk in the corner here as they ring in the changes. But Old Northam will get us underway from the kickoff once again. And this time it's kicked in behind the Falcons' defence. So up come Old Northam into the defensive line. Contact on the 22, but a great fend. And away come Fosse Falcons once more. Big handoff. That's 3 now. Defenders just put to the ground. That was a huge contact, but it's been stripped. Penalty for offside, I believe, but just the knock-on as Old Northam attempt to regather. But what a ferocious bit of contact that was.
There's a bit of something for everyone there, wasn't there? So first from the kickoff, I think it's the number 8 we see there, takes it in, gets the offload away, almost Kaylin Doris style. And then the 3, just with 2 huge fends there. And a third, getting herself up to about the halfway line. But it is smart work in defence that when they get her down, they just come in and get the rip. Unlucky, actually, not to get the clean steal there.
It's a scrum for the Falcons once more. Popped out the base there. And up come Old Northam in defence, but to the short side and to the 15, who's got roaring pace. Great angle of the run to cut inside. Defenders coming from all angles, but the 15 will shrug them off, and it's another try. And once again, the lead changes hands. Fosse Falcons take the lead.
Oh my goodness, that is some kind of a try. That is absolutely brilliant.
What a way to win the game, Angus, as well, as we tick over into the red.
Completes her hat-trick, secures the game, and secures it with one of the most glorious finishes, I suspect. I mean, we've had some try-the-day contenders to play with already in this first game, haven't we? But that was, I think, the pick of the bunch. The movement inside, understanding of body angles, and then enough pace and power just to evade that covering tackle at the end. What a way to win the game.
Well, a thrilling game here to start the day. A wonderful start to this under-14s competition. Old Northam fall by just the 4 points to the Fosse Falcons. It's the conversions that did it in the end. 4 tries apiece here. And what a perfect start to this long day of rugby.
Brilliant start. We couldn't have asked for something better there. 28 points to 24. That's just glorious. And look at the replay of this try. We knew she was the danger girl. But first, the footwork and the pace to get on the outside. Then when she sees the cover coming across, back against the grain. And look here, enough pace, enough power just to get away from that covering tackle and underneath the sticks. That is fantastic individual running.
A perfect start to this wonderful tournament. And the rugby doesn't stop there. Well, it's the Fosse Falcons in action here against Stoke Park. The Fosse Falcons who look very impressive in the opening game, where they won over Old Northamptonians, and they've turned it over with a big tackle right off kickoff, and the number 3 goes storming away. Lovely offload into the wide channels, and this is the dream start for them. A great score from the Fosse Falcons. Just a lovely offload after tying in all those defenders. The perfect start, Angus.
Yeah, glorious start from the Fosse Falcons. Chasing that place in the semi-finals. That's a top start, as you say.
There's a really big collision off the kickoff to turn it over. And then they went wide off first phase. Big fend by the number 3. We've seen her in action already today. And it's a good conversion as well. So 7-0, the Fosse Falcons lead over Stoke Park in the opening minute of this game. Yeah, here's this big shot.
Yeah, it's a good tackle that. Knocks the ball free. Offloading off the floor as well. Just so important in not allowing the defence to settle back down again. And then, well, I don't want to keep referencing Jonah Lomu, but you know, when you power through tackles like that, who else am I supposed to go to? And then that is a lovely finish, bit of pace down that left-hand side.
Well, Stoke Park claim it well off the kickoff once more, and they take it to the line well, but it's a good tackle. Back to the feet, though, the number 6. Driving forward for Stoke Park. Still going. This amazing run up to the 15. And there's support there for Stoke Park, who pick and go from the breakdown. Good line speed from the Fosse Falcons, but still down this short side they come. There's great pace here from Stoke Park up to the 22. Good covering tackle by the Falcons, but not held once again. This time, not releasing the ball, so it's a penalty against Stoke Park. But a good attacking set from them.
Yeah, very good, and they'll probably feel that tackle situation was over. Unfortunate one, that one for them. Really good effort, but a real sign of what attacking options they can offer.
The Falcons go to the line out, so Fosse Falcons will have possession just inside their own half. Uncontested, so a good option to kick for touch.
Yeah, it's a fantastic option in the with these uncontested lineouts. It's free ball, and it's free ball further up the field. Why not take that opportunity? Well, I suspect we'll see a lot of teams doing that as the day progresses.
Well, the Falcons will throw. There's 3 players in this line out for the Fosse Falcons. And they'll take it down the short side from the line out. Breaking through tackles once again is their number 3. Offload off the floor. A bit narrow, this attack. And now the Falcons can use the ball. Good direct running, good turn out of the first tackle, freeing up the hands, a lovely offload. Could be a race to the line here, good cover from Stoke Park. But another offload off the floor. Another great tackle, but there's the ball inside, and this time the Falcons will go over. And it was just really good support play from them. They had the numbers to flood the gap. Those offloads off the floor make it very hard for the defensive line to reset.
Yeah, really good, quick ball. It just, retaining possession like that, it just forces the defence to have to work harder than they necessarily can or want to, and it just creates those gaps. And Fosse Falcons taking advantage. Stoke Park, they're just a couple of the girls there that are working their absolute socks off. Maybe just need to grab the others in and just encourage them to stay connected with the rest of the team. Keep working for your teammates.
Another great covering tackle from Stoke Park, and then the same player back to feet, the number 7, to make another huge tackle, but a disconnection the line. Good offload inside. Fosse Falcons lead by 14. Well, there's a lovely short kickoff, but it's been taken by Stoke Park, and lovely pace to break round the first defender, and Stoke Park could be away here. That's great pace from their number 7, who could go storming away into the corner, and Stoke Park have their first try. A lovely finish off the kickoff.
That's an absolutely brilliant try. Straight from the kickoff. Too quick for anyone to handle.
Well, a win here, Stoke Park would really upturn the apple cart in this group, with the Falcons looking to progress in second place. But a win here would put them on 6 points and leave a very important game on pitch 2 between themselves and Reading. And a win here would leave Stoke Park needing a victory over Old Northamptonians to progress. Still all to play for in this group. And here's a lovely finish. Great pace through the first contact. A race to the line that number 7 was always going to win.
Yeah, absolutely flying down that left wing. Or right wing, rather, I should say, on the far side. Fantastic pace. She'll remember that one. And she looks like she knows she'll remember that one. Good on her.
A great score right at the end of this first half. 14-5. Fosse Falcons still lead over Stoke Park. But they will have a chance to regather possession from the kickoff here. Stoke Park to tee us off. As one of the players just receiving a bit of attention from the coaching staff, so there'll be a change. But Stoke Park will still get us underway right at the end of this first half. They still trail by 14-5 against the Fosse Falcons, looking for their second win of the day. Short kickoff to be returned by the Fosse Falcons, who are stepping through the contact excellently well. Great offload through the contact once more. Direct running through 2 tackles. And there's a high tackle, so a penalty for the Fosse Falcons. A great opportunity for them to end this first half with a score. And wide they pass, but stepping back inside the Fosse Falcons. Lovely footwork, great covering tackle from Stoke Park. But there's the offload. And driving through contact once more is the number 3 of Fosse Falcons. Loose ball, swept up by the Fosse Falcons, who still driving here towards the line. Frees up the hands, great offload, but just spilled. And that would have most certainly been a try. Instead, we'll go to half-time with the scores staying as they were. 14-5, Stoke Park trail to the Fosse Falcons in a big game for both sides.
Very, very close to a try to finish off the half there, wasn't it? And it would have been a glorious one. So many phases of possession. But as it is, Stoke Park stay in touch.
Well, we'll be back very shortly for the second half between Fosse Falcons and Stoke Park. Fosse Falcons lead by 14-5, a result that sees them second in the group, just behind Reading on points difference alone. We'll be back for the second half, live with Next Gen here at the Rugby Under-14 Warwickshire Sevens. Well, it will be Stoke Park to get us underway. A deeper kick this time. Bounces unkindly for the Fosse Falcons, but it's a good pickup in the end. Great tackle on the 15. That's a huge shot. And the offload's gone forward, so Stoke Park could break here. They only trail by the 1 try. And they've got numbers on this left-hand side if they can use them, but this number 6 is going all by herself. She's through 2 tackles. Take contact well. And it's been picked up at the breakdown by Stoke Park, who are still playing now. They're into the 22. And still down that far side they go. Last-ditch tackle is just missed, so it could be the number 7 in the corner again. Another try for Stoke Park.
What a start to the second half from Stoke Park. Stayed in touch at the end of that first half, when it looked for all the world like they were going to concede. And now they come flying out the traps at the start of the second half. Brilliant work.
Well, a win here would be huge for Stoke Park, and they'd keep their chance of qualifying for the Cup competition alive, because Fosse Falcons have a very difficult game against Reading ahead of them, while Stoke Park have Old Northamptonians, who are yet to record a win.
Yeah, it could make things very, very interesting indeed.
Well, here is the opportunity to add the extras for Stoke Park. And you can kick out a hand in this competition. Well, no conversion for Stoke Park, so 14-10. But this was a good play from them to recycle possession. A little bit one-up rugby, but good work to recycle possession, and the number 7 has great pace to score in the corner. Stoke Park will get us underway from the kickoff as well. Fosse Falcons still lead due to their 2 conversions, but Stoke Park well and truly in the game. And that kickoff once again bounces quite unkindly for the Fosse Falcons, but they'll come away from it, and there's great pace from the number for Fosse Falcons, number 13, right away from kickoff. She goes storming away down the right-hand side. There's cover from Stoke Park, a huge covering tackle, but just slips. And have the Fosse Falcons got the support? They have. What a huge tackle, though, and just dislodges possession. So it will be turned over. Wow, what a period of play for both sides. Great covering tackle by Stoke Park's number 7. Seems to be their key player. And then another great covering tackle to dislodge possession. So Stoke Park will feed this scrum.
It's all going on in that phase of play, isn't it? Fantastic pace down the right-hand side. We're thinking it's a sure try, it's a glorious try. But the Stoke Park defence, they work their absolute socks off to go and catch up with that, forcing the knock-on. Fantastic, fantastic covering defence. And we said in that first half, it's all about cajoling each other into working hard. You get your rewards from working hard, and we see it there. Stoke Park earning those rewards for working so hard there.
And they will have the feed from the scrum, but the pressure's on them inside their 22. All just straight out the side there. Our match official unhappy with that. So there's still 4 minutes to go here. Still plenty of time for either side. Either for Fosse Falcons to see off the game, or Stoke Park to stage a massive comeback. They trailed by 14 at the beginning of this game.
I'm wondering where the Stoke Park replacements have gone. I'm scanning all around the field looking for them, and they seem to have disappeared.
That's a loose ball out the back of the scrum as well, so Stoke Park will have to clean up. Good tackling there from Fosse Falcons, and over the breakdown they go looking for the ball, and that's a huge turnover. And what a bit of defensive play by the Fosse Falcons, number 15. It's been highlighted already as one of their key players, Angus.
Yeah, we saw just how good she was in that early game against Old Northamptonians. That hat-trick of tries, and she's a threat whenever she's got the ball.
Well, here's a penalty, tap and go, and they'll take it straight to the line, and this will be a try. Direct stuff from the Fosse Falcons, but hard to stop anyone from 5 yards out, and that's a great score for the Fosse Falcons, who look to reclaim their place in at second in this group.
Yeah, it really is a difficult start to the half with that early try from Stoke Park, but Fosse Falcons bouncing right back, taking their time over the kickoff, over the restart as well, rather. What am I on about? Over the conversion is the word I'm trying to find there. You'd think I'd know, it comes up often enough.
There's plenty of kicking opportunities in the game of sevens. Sometimes they do get mixed up, but yeah, no luck from the conversion. And from this penalty, simple enough, just a tap and go through 3 players in the end. A good score for Fosse Falcons, who use their defensive acumen well to pile on the pressure, and they will restart us here as well through the try scorer. That's a difficult kick to regather, but held well, and up to the 15 of Stoke Park. Frees up the hands and gets the offload away. Little step inside. Stoke Park spot a hole. Lovely step once more to break through the defence. That spilled, but only backwards. So still Stoke Park have possession. But it's turned over at the breakdown. And away come the Fosse Falcons in the closing stage of this game. Through the first contact. Great pace. They could be away here on this right-hand side. They will go all the way. A great score to see off this game. And the Fosse Falcons have won it.
And look who it is. The Fosse Falcons, number 15. We spoke about her just a moment ago, about just what a threat she is with the ball in hand.
But I don't know if the tries, but it has been given in the end. There was some chatter amongst the those on the sideline that it may have been spilt, but no, try given.
And it was just a brilliant score. She is so quick, so powerful as well. Impossible to contain.
Well, it was a great turnover at the breakdown, a lovely offload by the number 15, and then she's there in support. It's a great pickup right off the boot, and then little hitch kick and step to beat the first defender. A great score with ball in 2 hands, and a great win for the Fosse Falcons.
Took the words right out of my mouth there. Carrying the ball in 2 hands, so important. And as you say, a fantastic win for the Fosse Falcons. A good effort from Stoke Park as well. You know, they had a tough old first game, and they've showed the best of themselves in this one.
Well, the Fosse Falcons with a huge win, teased them up nicely for their massive encounter over on pitch 2 against Reading.